Adelina Chan, and I'm one of the radio announcers at aforadio.com. Throughout this meaningful campaign, #Safe with Stories Mine, and to share our story with y'all, and thanks to our both dear colleagues, Kim Tan and Celine. So let's begin my story. So children, I am going to read the story of Toy Story 3 with all of you. So it's illustrated by eStudio iBox. So let's begin. Hi, I'm Bonnie. Let's play. My toys are my friends and we play all day, imagining adventures far, far away. And Sheriff Woody runs this town. Bad guys hide when he's around. And it's Buzz Lightyear, a brave space ranger. He saved his friends when they are in danger. My white and gold unicorn Buttercup flies to the rescue when a dragon shows up. Jessie Rodeo Ranch is the best. Her critters are the silliest in the world, Wild Wild West. Rex roars like a growling mean beast. Roar. But Trixie is brave. She is not scared in the least. Mr. Pricklepants, Bullseye, and Woody are cooking up some delicious goodies. Yummy! Dolly's friends sail to the sunny seas with the 3 surfing aliens, Pirates Peace. Buzz friends love to bake. They make yummy birthday cake. So Buzz friends with Woody, and of course Dragon, and of course him. So they are the friends. And the stars are shining. We crawl into bed. Time to rest. There are more adventures ahead. So stay put and good night, kids.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing fine at home. I would like to share with you guys 2 of my favorite children's storybook, Cinderella and Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Okay, Cinderella is in BM and this one is in English. So I'm going to start with this one and then I'll go on with this one, okay? So let's start with the Cinderella. Ibu tiri dan 2 saudara tirinya berperangai buruk dan kejam. Mereka sangat sombong dan membenci Cinderella. Cinderella adalah seorang gadis yang cantik jelita. Bapanya seorang bangsawan yang kaya raya. Setelah kematian isteri, bapanya berkahwin lain. Kini Cinderella tinggal bersama ibu tiri dan 2 saudara tiri perempuan. Setiap hari dia dipaksa membersihkan lantai, membasuh pakaian dan melakukan kerja-kerja rumah yang lain. Pada suatu hari, seorang putera raja yang kacak berhasrat mencari calon isteri. Dia menjemput semua gadis dari seluruh pelosok negeri datang ke majlis tari menari yang bakal diadakan. Di situ dia akan memilih bakal isterinya. 2 saudara tiri Cinderella sibuk membuat persiapan untuk hadir ke majlis tersebut. Mereka ingin memikat putera raja tersebut. Mereka membeli pakaian yang mahal, menukar fashion rambut dan memakai perhiasan diperbuat daripada batu permata. Selepas 2 saudara tirinya beredar pergi, Cinderella berasa sangat sedih. Dia duduk di atas lantai sambil menangis. Aku harap dapat pergi ke sana, tangisnya. Tiba-tiba satu cahaya muncul di depannya. Seketika kemudian, pari-pari pun menjelma. Kamu juga boleh pergi ke sana, kata pari-pari itu. Pari-pari itu menggoyangkan tongkat saktinya. Dalam sekelip mata, Cinderella diberi pakaian yang cantik, sepatu daripada kaca dan sebuah kereta kuda untuk membawanya ke sana. Tetapi ingat, kamu mesti pulang sebelum pukul 12:30 malam. Pada waktu itu, kuasa sakti ini akan berakhir dan kamu akan kembali seperti sedia kala, kata pari-pari memberikan amaran. Di majlis tari menari itu, semua tetamu terpegun dan terpesona melihat kecantikan Cinderella. Putera Raja juga seakan tidak percaya dengan apa yang dilihatnya. Dia menari dengan gadis itu sepanjang malam. Cinderella berasa sungguh gembira. Ketika hampir pukul 12, Cinderella bergegas meninggalkan majlis. Putera Raja cuba mengejarnya namun tidak berjaya. Dia hanya menemui sepatu kaca milik Cinderella yang tertanggal ketika gadis itu berlari menuruni tangga. Saya akan mengawini gadis yang kakinya sepadan dengan sepatu ini, umum Putera Raja. Dia dan para pengawalnya menjelajah ke seluruh pelosok negeri mencari gadis misteri itu namun tidak dapat menemuinya. Akhirnya mereka tiba di rumah Cinderella. Dua saudara tiri Cinderella sedaya upaya menyaru sepatu tersebut tetapi kaki mereka terlalu besar dan tidak sepadan dengannya. Tiba-tiba Cinderella muncul. Dia sedang memegang mop lantai dan tiba. "Siapakah kamu?" tanya Putera Raja. "Oh, dia hanya pembantu rumah. Sepatu itu sudah tentu tidak sepadan dengannya," jawab ibu tiri dan kedua anaknya itu. "Saya mahu setiap gadis negeri ini cuba memakannya," putus Putera Raja. Dia meletakkan sepatu kaca itu di lantai. Cinderella pun segera menyarunya. Memang sepatu kaca itu miliknya dan sudah tentu sepadan dengannya. "Mustahil, ini tidak benar," teriak dua saudara tiri Cinderella. Cinderella mengeluarkan sepatu kaca yang sebelah lagi dari sakunya dan memakannya. "Dialah orangnya," kata Putera Raja. Cinderella dan Putera Raja pun berkahwin. Putera Raja mahu menghukum ibu tiri dan saudara tiri Cinderella atas perbuatan jahat mereka terhadapnya. Namun, Cinderella seorang yang baik hati. Dia memaafkan mereka dan menjemput mereka tinggal bersama-samanya di istana. That's the end for Cinderella. I'm going to go on with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So, Snow White is a princess. Her stepmother, the queen, does not care about her. The queen has a magic mirror. She looks into it every day and asks, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" The mirror replies, "You, O queen, are the fairest of them all." The queen is happy and that no one is more beautiful than she is. As the years pass, Snow White grows more and more beautiful. One day, the queen's mirror replies, "Snow White is the fairest one of all." The queen angrily tells the huntsman to take Snow White to the forest and kill her. However, the huntsman tells Snow White to run away and hide. She runs and runs till she sees a little house. Inside, everything is very small. She is hungry, so she eats some of the food there. She is so sleepy that she falls asleep on one of the little beds. At night, the seven dwarfs come back to their house. They see that someone has touched their food. Then they find Snow White sleeping in their bedroom. Their noise wakes her. They say, "Don't be frightened, just tell us who you are." Snow White tells them about her wicked stepmother, the queen. The dwarfs say, "You can stay here as long as you like." The next day, they go off to work in the mountains. Snow White cleans the house and cooks for them. The queen finds out from the mirror where Snow White is hiding. She puts some poison in a shiny red apple. She dresses as an old woman. She goes to see Snow White at the dwarf's home. The old woman says to Snow White, "I have some beautiful apples. Here is one just for you." Snow White takes a bite. She falls down to the floor. The woman laughs and leaves the place. Then the dwarfs return home. They cannot wake Snow White up. They are very sad and put her in a glass coffin. A prince passes by and sees lovely Snow White in the glass coffin. He gives her a kiss and she wakes up. He marries her and they live happily ever after. So that's the end for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So we have come to an end to the storytelling part. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I love creating it. Thank you so much for watching. This is actually created for a fundraising event.
Hai, Assalamualaikum semua. Adik-adik, Kak Sherry tak sabar nak bercerita dengan adik-adik sebuah kisah yang bertajuk Tara! Angsa yang bertelur emas. Angsa tu keluarkan telur emas ke? Dengar ya cerita dia.
Cubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Okey. Seorang petani dan isterinya hidup gembira di sebuah ladang kecil, menternak sekawan angsa dan menjual telurnya di pasar. Mereka tidak kaya, tetapi gembira dengan hidup mereka. Suatu hari, seekor angsa terbang masuk menyertai kawanan angsa-angsa mereka. Keesokan harinya, pasangan itu terperanjat apabila mendapati sebiji telur emas berkilauan di sarang kawanan angsa mereka. Tiap-tiap hari selepas itu, angsa itu akan mengeluarkan telur emas. Menarik kan sambungannya? Tak lama selepas itu, pasangan itu menjadi semakin kaya seperti yang tidak pernah mereka impikan sebelum ini. Tetapi mereka masih lagi tidak gembira. Kenapa pula? Mereka tidak puas hati dengan hanya sebiji telur emas sehari. Petani itu terus berkata kepada isterinya, "Angsa itu tentu penuh dengan emas. Kenapa kita perlu tunggu untuk mendapatkan lebih banyak emas? Jika kita membelah badannya, kita boleh mendapatkan semua telur sekaligus." Kata suaminya kepada isterinya. Oleh itu, mereka pun membunuh angsa itu. Mereka terperanjat apabila mendapati badannya sama sahaja seperti angsa-angsa lain. Lebih teruk, mereka tidak memperolehi telur emas lagi. Itulah orang kata, adik-adik. Pengajarannya di sini, orang tamak selalu rugi. Kita tak boleh ada sikap atau sifat tamak haloba. Nanti siapa yang rugi? Kita sendiri yang rugi. Dah tak dapat lagi telur emas. Itulah. Tamak lagi. Bye adik-adik.
I'm going to read you a story titled How the Camel Got Its Hump, Tales from Around the World. Welcome, I am Shari Zod, and I know 1,001 tales. Today I will tell you some camel tales. For the camel is a most amazing animal. Every part of its body is just right for life in the hot, cold, windy, and dry desert. But no part of the camel's body is more amazing than its hump. How did the camel get its hump? Listen and I will tell you. The great storyteller Aesop says the camel was created by the mighty god, Greek god Zeus. One day, Horse asked Zeus for a longer neck, a broader chest, and a built-in saddle. The next thing Horse knew, he'd become a camel. But if you think that would satisfy the camel, you do not know camels. The Chinese tell a tale of camel asking the creator for broad feet for walking on shifting sands, long eyelashes for keeping out wind, and a hump or two for carrying food and water. The creator granted all of this. But was the camel happy? Nope. Because all the other animals laughed at its funny-looking humps. Oh no. The camel asked to have its homely humps removed, but this could not be done. How can I go on with all the other animals looking down on me? Wailed the camel. You shall look down on them, thundered the creator. And from that day on, camels had such a haughty look that no animal ever dared laugh at them again. And camels still have their hairy humps, which come in handy in the desert, as you will learn in my next tale. Look at this picture. Long ago, there lived a bandit and his hard-working camel. Day and night, they rode over the endless shifting sands. They rode in the heat of the day and traveled through the cold of night. They rode into whirling sandstorms. Camel's feet grew flat from walking. Its eyelashes grew long from squinting. Its chest and knees grew furry from resting on cold ground. Camel became strong from carrying heavy sacks of food, water, and coins. But never once did the bandit share his food or water with the poor camel. So Camel learned to do without, except for what it could find in the dry desert. One day, Camel's broad foot bumped a magic lamp that contained a genie. As everyone knows, if you ever find a genie, it will give you 3 wishes. So the bandit snatched the lamp and asked the genie for 50 bags of wealth, 50 years of health. But before he could make his 3rd wish, Camel grunted, "I walked us here. I found the lamp. I want a wish." "Very well," said the genie. "What do you command?" Camel said, "I wish that the water I carried was for myself." Instantly, Camel had its hump. And the bandit had his 50 bags of wealth. But he didn't pay taxes on it, so the bandit was sent to jail, where he was always thirsty for 50 years. But a camel is never thirsty unless it forgets to fill its hump. But what about the most famous camel got its hump story? The one by Rudyard Kipling. The story takes place when the world was so new that there were only a few animals, including the lazy camel. During the first 3 days of the world, the other animals worked very hard. Then Horse asked Camel to trot with him, but Camel said, Dog asked Camel to help him fetch and carry, but Camel said, Ox asked Camel to help him plow, but Camel said, The animals begged the genie of all deserts to do something about the lazy camel. "He won't trot," said Horse. "He won't fetch," said Dog. "He won't plow," said Ox. "He just says, humph." "I'll humph him if you kindly wait a minute," said the genie. "Alakazam!" To the camel, the genie said, "Do you see that? That's your very own hump. Now that you brought onto your own self. How can I work with a hump on my back?" said Camel. The genie explained, "You can work 3 times harder because you can live off your hump." And the camel still works 3 times harder because it has never caught up with the 3 days that it missed at the beginning of the world. So as you can see, camels are considered ships of the desert. The end. Fun. Camel got its hump. Tales from around the world.